Arthur's story starts when Merlin's story ends, really.
Yeah.
Almost. They sort of, they interlap towards, the beginning of Arthur's story and the end of Merlin's. Merlin disappears, and I don't think our show would ever facilitate that happening for obvious reasons. So I think what I would like to see is when it comes to an end, it would suggest that Arthur is in a place where if Merlin's not around, it's okay, because he's learnt what he's needed to learn, and he's able to run this new beautiful kingdom that he'll have created. I think that's where I like to see it get to, and then Arthur's story starts, presumably in the minds of the audience. But that's what I've been looking for.
Does season 4 take you towards that end, or is there still lots more to tell? Does it?
I think, in terms of Arthur's journey, if you were to look at it at, say, the 5 years that are in people's minds, Arthur's journey has to be the most gradual, because it's very much, when we first met him, he was Arthur. He was a bit of a prat, and he had a long way to go before he became this legendary king that everyone was aware of, and by the time we finish it, he'll be there. He'll be at that place as a person where he'll be able to take on the role of King Arthur. It almost makes his journey a little bit predictable, because you see it's that gradual rise, and I think where the sort of shocking developments come is with the other characters. So you start to see the more the more futuristic tellings of the various characters, I think, this year, and it really hints towards what the direction we're going. It had to, as I said, that development of the characters is what the audience, I think, very much wanted, and it's always been the case with Arthur, and I think it now is with all the other characters as well.
Is Uther in it less now that the roles have changed?
Well, he's certainly his role is certainly diminished, because he's only capable of so much. And therefore a lot of it is going to fall on Arthur's shoulders, and the show will reflect that. Anthony's been, I think, enjoying a bit of time off every now and then, because you see him every now and then on the set. He comes in and then disappears for a bit and comes back again to do his stuff. So Uther's role very much has been taken on by Arthur, but he's still there with us, and it's dependent on how the series goes to see how long what that develops into.
Is this season images that we've seen there on posters look very battle-strewn? Are you doing as much fighting as you've done in the last couple of years?
Do you know what? I'm actually, I don't feel as though I have. I still am doing quite a bit, but I don't feel as though there's been as much. Maybe it's because I'm thinking of the other 3 years as cumulative and all the fighting I've done. But I have some knights now who can do some fighting for me as well. Usually when we're filming a fight, there is whoever we're fighting against, and then me and lots of extras or stunt people. So you can't really go for close-ups on the extras or stunt people too often. Now they have the other knights to go to, which means that I don't have to do as much fighting when we're on set. But I mean, it's a big part of Arthur's character. It's how he leads. He leads by example, if anything, and so it's still very much part of what he's going to be getting into this year.